Shalom family, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's episode, we'll be taking some things that are old, not spoiled or expired, but old, and we're going to renew it, revitalize it to something new and even more delicious. That is the goal. So sometimes we don't have to run out and purchase something completely new. Sometimes we can just use what we already have in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, to create new life. That's how plants work. Put a seed in the ground, it dies, and create new, beautiful fruits and vegetables and such. So here is our roast beef. I diced it in the pot. I just put a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin, of course. Then we're just gonna saute this. We're gonna revitalize it. Not on high, just on medium heat, so we don't dry out the moisture, okay? Then you're gonna put this much garlic, minced, fresh. And cut in a half of a sweet onion, dicing it to my preference. You can dice it to your preference as well. And so this is a half of a sweet onion diced, small to medium, or just medium. We're gonna give this a nice stir. We don't want to have it on high. We're gonna have it on medium to low heat so that we can get all this natural, delicious juice from our roast. Because when it sits in the refrigerator tends to dry things out. Okay. We're just gonna let that saute a little bit. Sometimes as we're cooking, you make few meals and later in the week, you can always switch it around and create something else. Something that's delicious and still healthy and good for us. Let's start this one. You don't want it to. It smells so good, you all. This could just go completely on a nice burrito bowl, in a burrito, just like this. Can be on a Philly cheesesteak, so you can always do a variety of things. This can go in your eggs. You don't have to just stay complacent. You can just fly. And in this, I'm gonna add a few sauteed chicken. A little bit more flavor and pizzazz. A little bit more pizzazz. I'm cutting some green peppers, bell peppers, and some tricolor, mini red, yellow, and orange bell peppers to put in here. And you can also put this mix, save some. You can put in your eggs. You can make a nice burrito. You can do so much. So don't think you're limited. You know, sometimes you just gotta look and think outside the box. Don't box yourself in. Think outside the box. So you're gonna scrape it. Think outside the box, family. This looks so good, it smells so good, like a real Philly cheese. All you need on this now would be some provolone or some must. Look at that deliciousness. Not only is it delicious, it's pretty and delicious. Pretty darn delicious. I have a little sauce I'll be adding to this deliciousness to make it even more delicious. We're gonna mix it up just to keep it nice and moist. This came from the sauteed chicken. Okay, you all, here is our colorful pepper. I sliced them in half, and these are the small mini sweet peppers, and then slice them in another half, then dice them to give it the look and consistency that I prefer. Look how delicious this looks. And not only is it delicious, it's so good. I'm gonna put some fresh cracked peppercorn. Gonna sprinkle a little bit of all-purpose. Nothing too heavy. A little bit of Mrs. Dash. And we're gonna do some Italiano dressing and some parsley. So I'm putting some Italian. Just a nice little sprinkle. You got all your oregano, your thyme, everything in there. Sprinkle a little red pepper flakes. Give it some color and pizzazz. And we're gonna add some parsley, dry parsley, for more color and a little bit more pizzazz. We're mixing this. Get all this nice added flavor incorporated. Oh my gosh, you all, this is so amazing. It smells so good. And this, you all, is a small habanero pepper. If you have a Scotch bonnet, you can use that. Gonna stir in this baby. Yeah, we're gonna make deliciousness together. Let's bring it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove a quarter of this mix. It should be nice and sauteed at this point. Remove a quarter of it. You could serve this on a nice bread. You can put it on a rice. You can use this as a nice topping protein for your bowls. That could do it. We're gonna put this to the side. Then we added in some mixed vegetables. And these are frozen. Add in some sweet corn. Give it a nice stir. Uh-oh, corn is flying everywhere. Clean up our workstation a bit. So when I put the mixed frozen vegetable in here like this, it's gonna give it all this flavor that's already here. So if you're making a stir fry, it tastes better. You get a better tasteful results when you saute them in your protein first, in your meat, your plant-based, if you're using plant or animal-based protein. Give it a nice saute, because I used to make stir fry with even Impossible meat and Beyond Burger meat for my vegan clients. Even though it's not too healthy for you because it's processed, but that's what they preferred, so I make it because that's what they preferred. We're going to put our little bit of remaining onions in here. Gonna let that stir fry for a little bit, sauteed. So the goal is to eat more vegetable than you eat meats or carbs. That is the goal. You need carbs for energy, because carbs is in everything. It's in fruits. You can't escape it, because if you're eating fruits, you're eating carbs. But the goal is to not have too much processed, uneasy to digest carbs. So if you're eating those things, you're having carbs. You can't shy away from it. You just have to move. But make sure you're intaking more vegetables and lean protein than you are processed or just hard carbs. especially if you're not active and not moving, because you need carbs for energy. So, yes, yes, yes. I'm just clean up my station, family. I love a clean station. We're gonna let that saute for a few minutes. Saute for a few more minutes. Get everything going. All right, give this a nice start. Get everything moving. Nobody's sticking. And this, even though it's cooking for a little bit, it's on low, so it's not over drying. It's just releasing flavors and additional juices, so don't worry. And plus, these vegetables were frozen, so they're gonna give you, as you can see, they're gonna give you a nice moist, because they have water. And for this stir fry, I will be adding my amino acid, coconut amino acid. None of that salty processed stuff. Too much salt. We gotta watch our sodium intake so we're not retaining too much water, nor borderline high blood pressure and all that extra stuff. Alright, I'm going to be completely honest and transparent. This is how much rice I'm putting in. This rice was made only with olive oil. I didn't put any spices in it, any seasoning mix in it, because I know I was going to be adding it to here. So I made it just with olive oil. No butter, just straight extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. And this has been in the refrigerator. It's best if you have it overnight. I made it last night and put it in the refrigerator for better results. When it's a little firm, it works better. So in front of you, just gonna mash this up so you can see how much you receive from here. And this is what they do, you all, when you get food from your Asian place. It's overnight. All right, and that's how much we have. Okay, let's get it started and let's get the party started. See, so you have way more vegetable. Start with your vegetables so you can see what you have before you put your rice in. Let's turn up the heat a little bit. Look how pretty this look, y'all, and it's healthy. Way more vegetable than anything else. Look at this prettiness. Look at this. I'm gonna add a little bit more black pepper for just color. And be careful with this freshly cracked one because it's more potent. It's stronger than the other one that's already been bottled. All right, you all, look at this, baby. deliciousness. And I'm going to do a little bit of this. Gonna give it that nice color and flavor and taste. Oh man. Ooh. And if you see any lumps like this, just kind of chop it up. Any additional lumps, just kind of chop, chop, chop. Use the coconut liquid amino over the soy sauce. Even if it's light sodium, it still has a lot of sodium, and it has a strong, way strong taste that you have to try to get rid of. I'm gonna put a little bit more, bringing it home. You look at this, y'all. Doesn't this look more alive? Doesn't this look beautiful? This look like something you want to eat now, and we made it from things that was in the refrigerator, from something old. Yeah. And we create new life that's going to be healthy, nutritious, and delicious. Look at this. So sometimes you don't always have to run out to get something. You just have to think, what can I do with what I have? And at this point, this is done, you all. So even though this is loaded with all our vegetables, I like to still go in and add a little garnish. Garnish. I like my stuff nice, green, and pretty. I love green. I love prosperity. So I'm adding some spinach, garnishing it. You can just use your kitchen share. I like when it's cut, it digests better. I just kind of fold it a bit and then slice. You can always cut it, but I like it this way. And then you can always cut if you see some in your pot that is too big, doesn't fit what you're trying to do. Just cut it up. Have fun. Enjoy your cooking. Have fun with it. You can do whatever you like as long as it's healthy, delicious, and tasteful. People will love it. Even if it's vegetable, your children will love something that is beautiful and it tastes good. Even if it's vegetables. Look at this. I guarantee your children who don't even like vegetables would eat this. And it's loaded with vegetables. And here we're going to add our top garnish, our spring onions, aka our scallion. Yeah, and there you have it. This baby have everything you need. This will give you wings, not Red Bull. Okay, family. So we're cutting off our stove. It's done. Finito. All right, so let's serve some up. The moment we've been waiting for. Waiting to eat. Look at this prettiness. Isn't it beautiful? Would you have this? You wouldn't even think we just made this from old things in the refrigerator. That's the beauty of cooking. It's art, creation. That is the beauty. And there you have it. Have some. Take a bite. Well, family, it's been nice. Thank you all for stopping by. Love y'all dearly. See y'all in our next video. Peace, shalom, and always love and prosperity. Shalom.